matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference.
I'm like, I've been asking them to do this since the bye week. Now we into another play week, and it's not done.
As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up.
Right.
LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's McKee. Quick completion on the out. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies.
And DeAndre, no.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention.
No, I'm saying he the one sent them over there.
And start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They just keep firing. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field.
They won't do it. It's like they want stuff done, but they ain't doing their part when I'm trying to make stuff happen. No, I'd be like, I'm just gonna go to the white. But y'all ain't gonna do it. At least that way, if Cole Walker or somebody say something, hey, You can add me a White, Cole Walker. You can add me a Brown. These folks don't be trying to make that move.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
He's got it on the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season?
But that tapping wall.
You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this.
All right. I don't want that boy look crazy at the game and then his daddy. You know what I'm saying? I've been on my part.
If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down.
I already know.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Making side adjustments here.
Right. Maybe see everything right.
Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the
all right, you too.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now
yeah,
with that
you in the pillow.
He's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that
turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through. But boy,
sound like mumbling, Kingsley. I can't hear you.
Showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Out of the gun, the inside kid. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media.
And the Heat will get home the 17.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
That ain't a while ago.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it. And he's brought down for a nice gain.
Huh?
They've got it at the 37.
You hungry?
It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding. Just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
That ain't food.
They're
If
dealing
you're
with
hungry,
a
you want
2nd
food.
and long. Looking to fire.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Wants to throw. It's McKee. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Get out of your mouth.
Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous.
Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Kansas.
They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yes, don't be on her.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond
that's our booty kick.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Makes the catch around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw. It's McKee. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Back's looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown Sooners! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The gift to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Makes the catch at the 30. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's a heat. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already is
get off the girl. Leave her alone.
Trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on off.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's McKee. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
You don't even want that.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's McKee. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
You offer her, Cassidy. Leave her alone. She don't want to play right now.
Explosive plays.
Leave her alone, Mom.
Like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Rush is on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Out How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They boot it away. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's McKee. Makes the catch. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Why you put your feet on me? What that mean?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They're up 14 over Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12 or anywhere else.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Complete. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there in safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006?
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. That's caught. It's Terry. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third
Go
down.
eat, mama.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
No.
There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Makes the catch. It's Terry. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Catch in the middle. It's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dropping back, it's McKee. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Mama, you got to eat, okay? Go eat. Just go eat one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle.
Go eat one.
Barely picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field.
So you can go night-night. Oh, later.
It's in the freezer? Huh? That's what I'm talking about.
It's stuff in that hallway she might be talking about.
Expected drop
in the hallway.
It'll be third down. Offense working from the pistol. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
All right.
The Sooners
Don't
want
lay down.
to pick up the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. The short hands, it's Henson. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's McKee. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This guy is special. What a target and what a knack for finding the end zone. He might just rewrite the record book before he's done in Norman.
Man, that's a famous record book. We could go down the list of so many big-time players just in the last several years, whether it's Hollywood Brown, CeeDee Lamb. We can keep going with the list goes on and on and on, but just guys that make plays and quarterbacks that trust their receivers. Because you know why? Because they do that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupt.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Defense wants to bring the heat. Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henson. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's McKee. Dances away. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun. Wants to pass. Touchdown Sooners. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
Man, I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdowns.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Gibbs. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They kick it away on fourth down. And it'll be down right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about the punt.
And the Sooners are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Powers through the defender. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down and 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on. He's at the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls it in, it's Gibbs. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch on the curl route. He had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Running into the open space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's...
Oh, a lot of space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Quick step and go. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.